This video is about the Serenity Prayer. The Serenity Prayer goes, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Now this prayer, it's saying that, we have to look at things that happen in our life, and we got to look at it as, is this something we can control or not? And some of the things we can't control. And, we worry about things in our future, but that worrying only helps as far as it helps us to prepare. Once we've prepared for that event, once we've done everything we can to prepare for this possible catastrophe happening, then there's nothing else we can do. We just have to hope for the best. There's an expression that says, prepare for the worst, hope for the best. If you know there might be a tornado coming, bar up the windows and go into the basement. And, do everything you can to prepare. But after that, once you've done everything to prepare, there's no sense worrying anymore. Because if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And there's people that in our lives where we expect them to do a certain thing, like they tell us that they're gonna, pick us up at a certain time. We say, I need a ride. Can you pick me up at such and such time? And then we wait, and then they don't show up. But we can only control ourselves. We can't control other people. We can do things that might influence other people, but how they respond, how they react, is in their hands. So we have to let go of, sometimes we have to let go of being like, well, I don't want them to do such and such, or I really wish they would do such and such. I really wish they were on time, and we got to let go of that and say, hey, that's not for me to control. That's not in my hands. It's out of my hands. It's up to them what they do or do not do. And we have to let go of that. And I learned a long time ago that when I find myself wanting somebody to behave a certain way, or wanting somebody to not behave in a certain way, I've learned to catch myself and say, wait a second, that's not my domain. That's not my area. I can only control what I do. What other people do is totally in their control, not mine. And so, the Serenity Prayer is really important it's a really good prayer when thinking about other people and the fact that you have no control of what they do, and thinking about events in life that you have no control over. But sometimes it's hard to know what we can control and what we can. We can only do what we can do. We can only do what we have control over and what we're able to do. We can only do our best and just hope things work out for the best. So, I encourage you to say it with me. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So once we think about what we can and cannot control, then we gotta look at what we can do our part, do what we can. Once you've done what you can do, there's nothing else beyond that. So it's like, okay, I've done everything I can. Now the rest is out of my control. If you like this video, please give it a like. My name is Jacob Persico. Thank you. Goodbye.